Alright everyone, Supreme Kami over here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the welfare suit over here. So we got ourselves Anksha over here. So this is going to be from Unicorn over here, and this is a transferable unit. You guys can see that shoulder pad, the head part, and then maybe in the forearm you guys can see that it is going to resemble like a donut shape once it is transformed. So here we are. Yeah, it does look pretty cool in terms of the overall model in game, I will have to say. So I would have to say the head part is definitely a very aesthetically pleasing part on this overall set. But alright, let's talk about how many parts we have to upgrade for this week. So we do have roughly about 6 part upgrades, so it's not that bad in terms of like spending all your resources on that. So that's gonna be good. So just right out the bat, you guys can see that the armor is kind of high. So already at 10k, just base level 99. And then this one does have, let's see what kind of war tag we have over here. So we have, in terms of what you'll be needing, you are going to need some support type, transformer, as well as a federation right there. So that's not too bad. I think those are definitely some items that in terms of those those Vortex Awakening circuits, I think those are probably the one that most people might have a lot of them. So they shouldn't be too much about, there shouldn't be a lot of problem in terms of getting them. So in terms of the overall stat, we can see that look at those armor, man. Those are just way too high, I would have to say. But we definitely have seen higher ones. So this right here is not one of the higher one, but still not bad. So shot attack and then shot defense is looking pretty good. But we do have ourselves a head Pokken. So I mean, like, head Pokken is definitely not the best thing in the world. So we can just kind of skip on this one right here. So support type and then transformer. So this one is definitely, I don't know, this one is looking like a mix, like a very balanced build for sure. So this one is definitely supporting a little bit of your melee. This have a little bit of a shot defense. This one is supporting shot while have a good physical resistance. So this one is definitely looking like a dual type unit for sure. Alright, so torso wise over here, so we can continue to see a high armor trend right there. So shot attack and then shot defense is actually quite good. It's just that your melee attack and then melee defense is just kind of like what's going on right there. It's not even there. So portrait wise, we do have a when transformers active, enemy EX penetration reduced by 22%. So I'm like, so this one is not really that good of a portrait. So this is simply like an L already. So same word tech as the head part again. So moving on to the arm, so this is where we have our second EX skill here. So do keep that in mind, this is going to be a arm plus an integrated shield. So in terms of what kind of stat you guys are looking at, it is definitely going to be highly inflated to 2/1 over here. So I'm not really going to say, oh, put this on the main side. So anything that's like an arm plus the integrated shield, I would never recommend put that on the main slot, because in terms of shield slot, you're missing out the opportunity to do any sort of sub-slotting. So this is a melee. So if just any arm plus integrated shield, those are definitely good for sub slot only, not as your main slot. So in terms of EX skill, we do have a forearm beam rifle over here. So this come up to a B power. So I wonder what kind of animation we're looking at. So I'm just gonna expect something like a beam, like just a regular beam attack style EX skill. I don't expect anything too crazy, but I am interested to see what kind of range we can be doing with this one. So I will definitely give that a test in a bit as well. So it's the same word tag as well. So support type and then transformer. So moving on to the leg part and see what we have. So I'm continuing to trend with some pretty high armor. So this time around, we do see some pretty good, melee defense as well. But that melee attack is like, what's going on? Melee attack is continue to slack on here. So portrait wise, this is actually another L. So this one is a flat damage up by 300. So this one is definitely going to be good at some specific challenges where they kind of nullify you doing any percentage, like any percentage boosting. Let's say they get nullified, this is where they will come in handy to get you those flat out damage boosting right there. So that's good for those specific events. But in general content, these are definitely not the best portrait right here. So this one can only activate when you have all squad member or attack attributes. So that is a little bit restricted right there. So definitely not good at all. Alright, so moving on to backpack, let's see what we have. So we see some pretty decent armor as well, so that's good to see. Shot attack definitely really high. So in terms of the defensive stuff for the torso or the back right here, it is definitely looking very balanced out right there. So the portrait is definitely very good. So when buffed it, shooting power boost by 25%. So in terms of getting to a buff situation, I don't think it's that hard to get set up into one, so this does make it a very good portrait just out of this whole unit, so definitely very good. So in terms of the saber now, we got the beam saber coupled up, not coupled up, the dual saber up here. So up to 20 seconds, have a lapse boost job gauge by 40% once. So in terms of these types of portrait, they are definitely going to be good in terms of like in just any event where you're not able to have like your job license equipped, for example, or if you, let's say, you don't have like the highest rarity of the job license, you just won't be able to activate your war tag or that limit break right away. I think these are definitely good supplementary, but otherwise these are just kind of I will have to say these are portrait that is not really that important in a way. Like if you have to wait for 20 seconds, I'm pretty sure most of the time you should have the event close to being done already. So just having that access to limit break on that spot, I don't know how useful it can be. You can definitely get a little bit more burst to your damage output, but other than that, if this was like, you know, maybe like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, I think that would be a lot more better. But 20 seconds is just a little bit too long in general for me personally. But overall, in terms of the overall set of the Anksha over here, I think there are definitely some good stat for armor wise, to be exact. Shot attack is not too shabby, but I will have to say the main problem is this overall suit is just going to be this, those war tag wise, they're just not going to be the best. So let me now do claim my bingo set and gonna do the premium KK summoning with you guys over here. So I do wonder how many capitals we're getting back in this iteration. So this time around we have 6 parts, so I wonder if we're getting the same amount, like maybe 6 million only or 7 million. I don't know. Let us see right here. Alright, everything is getting checked off, getting crossed off as well, so nice. Alright, what are we looking at? So the W Awakening Circuit is a 50, okay, so that's pretty standard. So looks like we're not getting compensation for another one, so 70 million for capital, that's good. So it looks like once you do hit up to like maybe 7 to 8 bingo parts, that is when they add in an additional 50. That is actually really good. If they, like, I know that in terms of upgrading 7 to 8 part is a little bit too much, but in terms of the reward getting back, you're getting back roughly about 100 of the W Awakening Circuits tickets, which is actually pretty good. That you also do get more capital, so which is nice. I think the only thing that is completely like kind of lacking is definitely what is it, those purple upgrade materials. Like those are something that is gone like so fast, so I do kind of wish that they would kind of slowly add that into it. So that's all right. So let me do the premium ticket summoning over here and we'll see what we will get. All right, it's taking its time to load right now. Okay, all right, so we are here. So do keep that in mind if you guys don't want to summon on this banner specifically, because it is gonna refresh on April 12th. So whenever you see the end date, it's just gonna keep adding on more new years. So you guys don't want anything within this roster, you guys can definitely wait just a little bit further, maybe roughly above a month right now, month out right now. They will go ahead and update this banner and they should be a lot more 7-star part onto the roster, which is gonna be good. Definitely going to be beneficial to a lot of players because those are going to be the parts that you will be able to upgrade them to 7-star directly. But the unfortunate factor is there's no L badges to alter them, so that is like, it's good but not good at the same time. So you guys are basically missing one half of the puzzle. So let's see how many parts we can get. I'm just gonna expect one. I don't think we're gonna get anything that much, I would say. So a force apart. I don't even know what backpack was that. Another one? Are you kidding me? Okay. So looks like we are gonna walk away with only one, right? Yeah, right there. Ooh, okay. This is actually my first time getting an actual like newly 7-star parts right here. So that's actually quite good. But I already have it, so can't even do anything with that. So we got one of the auto one over here. So we got the Cold Sora's ranged weapon over here, so it's not like one of the best one. I don't think this is one of the better portrait from the set. I would call. I think it's a beam saber. The dual saber was definitely the best part from the set. I think it's just a regular saber, but yeah, this is definitely not it right there. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of my premium summoning right there. Do let me know what did you guys get, and then now let me actually proceed on with just testing that forearm beam rifle EXQ. Okay, so we are here. So gonna be using this map once again because this map would allow me to kind of test out what kind of range we're looking at. So let me start off by this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! What is this? So this one is exactly the same animation as we had for the Max's Gundam legs. So okay, so we're doing a donut flipping right now. I guess. So what kind of range are we looking at though? I don't think. Yeah, the range just sucks. So if you do activate your limit break, for example, you can definitely get a long range for sure. You guys can see that right now. Yup. But okay, I wasn't expecting like a flip animation right here, but okay. Surprise, surprise, I guess. But yeah, I guess that is pretty much gonna be it. So you're doing roughly about 8 shot per. So 2 or 4 right there, and then another 4 right there. So I do want to test out the situation. Does it actually, let's say I finish off this enemy, does it actually switch off to another enemy? So let me see. It does not, so it doesn't have that good tracking. Okay. What about right here? Nope. So it looks like it's gonna target that one specific enemy, despite the fact that you will have already taken it out. So head Vulcan is definitely not anything too special, but you guys can see that it does have a little bit good of a kind of like a stunning property, I guess, you know, staggering. So that's kind of whatever anyways. But I guess that is going to be pretty much it in terms of testing out. But I was literally not expecting to have the Max's Gundam Light EX right there, the same animation literally. So I guess that is going to be pretty much it. So do let me know how do you guys feel about the Anxious EX skill and then just the overall unit itself. So with that being said, I will catch you guys all on the next one.